Ethnic tensions between the mainly Buddhist Sinhalese majority and the largely Hindu and Christian Tamil minority in Sri Lanka had a bloody end. It was in 1983 that anti-Tamil mob attacks known in Sri Lanka as Black July triggered a 26-year conflict that killed about 100,000 people and set development back by decades. The conflict ended only after the Tamil rebels fighting for autonomy were massacred in 2009. There are thousands who bear the testimony of mob brutality then.
They pumped the diesel and they lit it down up. Nobody could escape. My father, only through my sister, she's about 8 years, threw the sister out of the window. And my grandmother started to escape. They shot and they threw into the house, burning house. Until it's completely burned, the army was covered and nobody could escape.
The mob burned 13 of his family members, including his parents, relatives, and their staff to death. They still do not know where their mortal remains lie. Survivors allege that the riots were part of a week-long pogrom that turbocharged simmering ethnic unrest into an all-out civil war.
They took my sister to the site to identify, and my sister saw all half burnt body. They put everyone, all the bodies in the municipality tractor, and they dump it somewhere because we didn't know where even the body was dumped.
Ethnic tensions had long simmered but worsened after the ex-colonial ruler Britain quit in 1948. The conflict erupted in July 1983 when a landmine ambush laid by Tamil rebels killed 13 Sinhalese soldiers in the Tamil heartland of Jaffna.
Some other Sinhalese came and said this is an attack against the Tamils. But anyway, we were not sure how to deal with it. And some other Tamil friends also then came into our house. We were holding each other and we were crying because I, of course, then by that time had been very much involved in peace building and working with the Tamils. For us, it was like a very hopeless situation, very dangerous situation.
Government sources put death of 400 to 600 people over the course of the massacres, mostly Tamils. But minority groups say the true toll could be in the thousands. Some claim the army was actively involved or provided tacit support to the attacks in revenge for the loss of their 13 comrades, and several then government officials were seen leading mobs. Sumanthiran, a Tamil legislator, asserts that the Tamils have been desiring for a separate federal arrangement, which he has been denied by successive governments.
Firstly, we don't regard what happened in 83 riot because it was a planned violence unleashed on the Tamil people in this country. It was a pogrom.
It is estimated that about 1.3 million Tamils fled the country after the riots, many to neighboring India in the aftermath, which led to drastic consequences even in India's south.
And ever since 1956 to this day, the Tamil people have voted for that. They have never voted for anything less than a federal arrangement. Once they even demanded a separate state in July 1977 general election. So that is the political stand of the Tamil people, and as I said before, to quell that, to subdue that, violence was practiced. So 83 was a height of that kind of strategy by the government. Successive governments after the war ended have been successful in sort of delaying it, promising and not doing, etc. But I don't think they can do that for too long.
Of the estimated 100,000 killed in the war, the dead are split roughly equally between the security forces, Tamil fighters, and Tamil civilians, with Sinhalese and Muslims also among the dead. Those in Sri Lanka are still struggling to bring peace among the internally displaced and in the hatred among both ethnic rivals.
Over 40 years, it has been a journey trying to grapple with waves of internally displaced, waves of refugees in my own country. You know, they are citizens of this country, but at the same time, they had to be looked after by us.
The physical scars of the war fade and only a few of the battle-scarred buildings remain. But the legacy of events 40 years ago lives on. Will the current crisis-bitten Sri Lanka truly witness an era of peace and brotherhood?